Welcome to Bet on Hoops and welcome to the 2025 March Madness bracket. This year we're going to see if we can find the winner, see how well we do. We had a great college basketball season. If you follow along with this channel, the daily short picks I put out almost every single day of the college basketball season. We have been doing well, but there is a reason they call it March Madness. So we are going to see how well we do, but also stay tuned for this channel for daily picks every single day. So you might get an upset here or there, but you bounce back just like during the regular season. And usually the good teams, the cream rises to the top. All right, let's get going. Auburn, number 1 overall seed. They're not coming in with good form. They're being a little shaky. The wheel's a little shaky. I'm still surprised that they got the number 1 overall seed, but I guess they look, well, I know they look at the whole entire season. That team. Louisville, I think, got a bad draw. I mean, I would have thought they would have been seeded a little higher than 8th. Creighton, even though they're playing in Lexington, Kentucky, I'm going to go with Creighton there. Here's an upset, I think. UC San Diego going to take down the maize and blue. And Texas A&M Yale had a nice season. Nice conference tournament, but I think Texas A&M will win that one. Of course, Auburn there. We'll come back to that. Ole Miss, here's another upset. I think UNC will win against San Diego State. Well, yeah, that's right. And once they get past them, I think they can get past Ole Miss. So we're going to advance UNC. Iowa State's looking good, even though their top player's not going to be playing. He's hurt, but I still like Iowa State. Marquette, New Mexico. Watch out for Rick Pitino's son. He's had a good year. Got to watch those Lobos. Michigan State, Bryant. What can you say? My favorite coach, Tom Izzo. He knows how to win in the tournament. I would say, ooh, this is a good matchup here. I might lean towards Iowa State there. Then up here, we got Texas A&M Auburn. Let's go with Auburn. All right, so there we got one part of the bracket, the South region. Let's go over here to the East. Duke, for sure. Been on Duke all season long. Usually, if you got the best player, you're going to go far. As long as Duke stays or gets back to being healthy, they got an excellent shot to win it all. Mississippi State, Baylor. Let's go with Mississippi State. Oregon, yeah. Arizona. Those Akron Zips, they're no joke, but I think Oregon's playing well. Or excuse me, Arizona's playing well, and I got them beating Oregon. Of course, Duke. There, BYU, that's a tough team. So I'm going to go with BYU against VCU. Wisconsin for sure against Montana. Man, Wisconsin's tough. It's hard to pick against it, but I'm going to go with BYU. What the heck? It's March Madness. Duke beating Arizona. Down here, St. Mary's Vanderbilt. St. Mary's is playing good, scored a lot of points. Alabama scores a lot of points. St. Mary's and Alabama. Roll Tide. And then let's see, BYU, Alabama. Let's keep going with BYU. All right, so there we got the East region. That didn't take too long, did it? Let's go down here over to the West. I had Florida winning the SEC tournament. I think they will continue to roll. UConn, Oklahoma. Let's go with UConn, Memphis, Colorado State. A lot of people are picking Colorado State, including myself, to beat Memphis. Even though they're a lower seeds, currently they're favored in this game as I record this video. Maryland, the Crab Five. Pretty impressive team that could go all the way. I'll go with Drake over Missouri. Try to get an upset there. Texas Tech, yes. Kansas, Arkansas, John Calipari. Let's see if he's got some magic here. Oh, Rick Pitino. I love it. Come on, Slick Rick. Let's keep advancing. We got the Calipari-Pitino matchup. Pair of former Kentucky coaches going against each other. St. John's advancing there. Drake, Texas Tech. Let's go with St. John's. We got Maryland there. Florida here. Florida there. Okay, we'll come back to that. And our last region, the Midwest region, Houston. Is this the year they're finally going to do it? I mean, come on. How many years has it been? 3-4 years? Seem like they're always a lot of people's picks to win it all. Of course, Gonzaga. Let's go with Georgia. I'm tired of getting fooled by Gonzaga every single year. Georgia's had a nice year. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat Gonzaga. Clemson, another nice year. High Point, who was it? Seth Davis? Somebody saying High Point's going to beat Purdue. Not sure. I'm not sure about that. But I will pick Clemson over Purdue. Illinois, let's go with them. Kentucky, even though something tells me Illinois might get them. UCLA, Utah State. Ooh, that's a tough one. Let's go with Utah State. Tennessee. Kentucky's had their number, but I'm going to go with Tennessee. Clemson, let's go up here. Houston. All right, so now we're down to our Elite Eight. Iowa State, Auburn, Iowa State. Let's go with Iowa State. We're going with Iowa State there. Duke, of course, beating BYU. Houston over Tennessee, I should say. So let's finish this one up here. Florida St. John's, what a matchup, but I'm going to go with Florida. I really like Florida. I've been on two teams I've always been on pretty much the whole year was Duke and Florida. So no reason to get off my picks right now. So we're going to have two number one matchups. Our Final Four is Duke, Houston, Iowa State, and Florida. When you got the best player if he's healthy, which I know Auburn has maybe the best player in college basketball. If it's not Cooper Flagg, it's definitely Auburn player, Broome. So you got Duke and Florida matching up. Definitely going to be a good matchup if that comes to fruition. But I've been on Duke all year. And there's your national champion, the championship game. So Iowa State, Florida in the Final Four. Duke, Houston. Iowa State, Florida, Duke, Houston, Final Four. The matchup, the championship game is Florida-Duke, with Duke being the champion. You know how this goes. We're going to see some upsets that doesn't make sense, some great stories, Cinderella stories. But when it comes down to it, the Elite Eight, Final Four, final game, usually you got, on average, some top-tier programs. So that's who I'm going to go with this year. Done pretty good these past years. Definitely had UConn. 2 years ago, I had UCLA beating UConn. I can't remember now. I remember getting my heart crushed by Gonzaga beating UCLA because I had them going pretty far. It was a toss-up between UCLA and UConn, and I lost that one. But the main thing is this is fun. It's a crapshoot, but what isn't a crapshoot is every single day those matchups, you get to bet each and every single one of them instead of the bracket as a whole, and I can't wait for that. After that first round, second round, things usually even out. So who do you like in this year's March Madness bracket? Who do you got in the Final Four, the NCAA basketball Final Four, and who do you have in the championship game, and who do you have winning it all? I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment in the comment section below. If you hadn't already, I appreciate it. If you subscribe to Bet on Hoops, because we're putting out hoops picks every single day. And like I said earlier, if you've been following along with this channel, you know that it's possible to make money betting on basketball, betting on hoops, because we've had a great year, especially here lately. We have been rolling. Checking out some of those daily videos that I put out, and that record, it's there, right there in writing, proof that we've been doing really well. So hopefully we can keep it going. Feel very confident about Duke and Florida meeting in the championship game, and I think Duke's going to be the national champion yet again. But it's going to be fun. Some of my favorite time of the year is college basketball March Madness. You can't beat it. Take care.